is a word or words to describe your father?
Nice, loving, cool, and definitely patriotic.
I believe I was blessed with the dad that I got. He is the most loving, kind, caring, affectionate, always giving hugs, strong, patient. I mean, he taught me how to drive. And fun dads, singing silly songs, always humming, always whistling. He is just the best dad a girl could ever have. Gosh, there's so much that my dad has taught me over the years, but I think the most things I remember are taking vacations every summer. Sometimes we'd be gone for 2 weeks at a time, and my dad never made a reservation at a hotel. Never. And we would go from hotel to hotel, and he'd walk in and ask if there was an availability. Sometimes there was, sometimes there wasn't, and then we'd go to the next hotel. But we never, ever didn't have a place to stay. Another thing he taught me was to read a map. I used to be his little sidekick driving on these vacations, and I, to this day, love reading maps, and I could find little shortcuts here and there. So that's another thing he taught me.
My dad was a very patient man, and he taught me always to do the best that I can in anything I do.
The greatest thing he taught me was don't volunteer for anything during basic training.
If I had to pick a few words to describe my dad, they would be patient, kind, and selfless. I think anybody who's had any sort of interaction with my dad would agree. And one thing he taught me is how to ride a bike. And while he might have forgotten how to teach me how to use my brakes, on our first bike ride together, I did learn that a stop sign at the end of steep hills works just as well as any brakes at stopping the momentum. And your pinky can move the full recovery from that kind of impact.
My dad is loving and caring.
What is something that your father has taught you?
To ride my bike and play baseball.
Words to describe my father are positive and a gossip. One thing my father has taught me how to do is to ride my bike. And in doing so, he drove me up to West Creek and told me to get out of the car until I was ready to learn how to ride my bike.
I have loved watching my husband become a dad. With our girls, he reminds me what it means to love unconditionally. He never hesitates when it comes to them. He's willing to be playful and silly and just be there for whatever they need.
One thing I've learned from my dad is he's very much a do-it-yourself kind of guy. And I think that I definitely took on that trait and that characteristic. I love to try to do things on my own. And if there's anything that I can kind of DIY and just get creative, I love to do that. And he's definitely the same way. So one word to describe my stepdad, I would say, is dependable. I think that no matter where I am, what I need, what's going on, if I call him, he will be there as fast as he possibly can.
Unless you run out of gas.
Yeah, unless if I run out of gas, because he has told me a million times over the years that is my own fault if I don't fill up my gas tank. So anything else but that.
My dad is always there for us when we need either a repair done or having a cookout or whatnot. He's always willing to help and to share his time.
I love Daddy. I love jumping with Daddy, and I caught him.
I describe my dad caring because he taught me how to play games, and he's kind of the one that made me start playing.
My dad loves playing. I love Dad playing cards with me.
My husband is very patient with Josh and just overall loving and caring and doing what he feels is right for his family, whether taking us out to eat or just spending time with us.
My dad is loving and generous, and he taught me hard life experience.
There are lots of words that come to mind when I think about my dad and the love he has shown me. But what really comes to my mind is how practical he is. He is one of those folks who will show love and shows he cares through the practical things, through reminding us to go to the doctor or trying to teach me about money, which drove me nuts as a teenager. But now looking back, I am so thankful for the practical lessons he taught me that have made life just so much easier. And I know even now I can call him and get advice or get help with whatever I need.
You are an amazing husband, father, and provider for our family, and I can truly say that you are the rock of our family.
One word to describe my dad would be challenge. My dad always taught me to take on challenges in my life. No matter what I did, he always told me to do my very best. And he taught me to be disciplined and work very hard in life. And he always said that success is not measured whether you achieve what you wanted to achieve, but it's how hard you worked to get there.
I would describe my dad as an all-American family man. He was very patriotic. He served in World War II. And something that he taught me is to value family, to love and support each other, and always go out of your way for each other because it's just very important. He worked for the steel mill for 42 years and was blessed to have a really long vacation. It was like a 13-week vacation at one point. And he pulled a trailer with 5 kids ranging from 15 to 9 months so he could get my oldest sister to Disneyland for her 16th birthday, which is pretty insane, but amazing at the same time.